So hey guys, I've been thinking, if I do get the Horus cards, well, what do I do with the Horus cards? And this has made me think, damn, I should have definitely passed on the most recent selection because every single archetype looks pretty mad stinky here. But from what I can tell, the best usage of the Horus cards is we can play, I guess, Walls of the Imperial Tomb. That'll probably be helpful. If we specifically use walls of the Imperial Tomb, we can use this to actually search our Imseti. And if we play just these guys, we don't have to play like a bajillion Imsetis like this, so a little bit less disgusting in that regard. And we don't have to play like as many copies of King's Sarcophagus either. We will still need to run some of these bricks, you know, just like Dalmateth, uh, Kebesenef here. And honestly, don't really care what these guys do for the most part, right? The face of Horus, blah blah, leaves the field by opponent's card effect, and you control a Horus monster and King Sark, you can reveal this card in hand, then send one card from your field to the graveyard, send one card on the field to the graveyard. How did this even get into your hand? No idea how you even resolve that effect, honestly, so yeah, that's just going to be a guy we don't play, I guess. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies, right? That we can summon. So that's like the equivalent of 2 rank 8s, I guess. Which is fine. And we only need to do like 3 sends, I suppose. Which is also fine. And these guys are all different attributes for some reason. I guess it doesn't actually matter here. These horses, do they do anything? In the end phase. With this card destroyed, yep, level 8. Cannot be normal summoned. Slash set must be special summoned by Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 6 and cannot be special summoned by other ways. During either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So this essentially negates all spells. I don't think we can ever bring out Horus level 8. Doesn't this mention Horus the Black Flame? Oh, deity. This one is dragon, so it doesn't even trigger. Well, okay, I guess. And then we have Metaphys Horus. Also doesn't seem to do anything. Aqua Chorus randomly shows up here. Then we have P.U.N.K Protector. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a card effect, you can special summon a horse monster from your hand or graveyard. Then you can't summon same monster again. Okay. There is also this effect. Not that useful, but let's see. This sends only monsters, so we can't send P.U.N.K Protector. It's not even a Horus card anyways. None of these are technically Horus cards. Well, that's cool, I guess. And this literally only searches Imseti. It does nothing else. Notably, though, Imseti is actually a spellcaster. Oh, wait a second. This is what it all comes down to, huh? Pendulum Magician. And if we search it off of this works, I guess, right? This says once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, add to your hand, one dark spell caster monster from your deck, graveyard, or face up extra deck. And then this also means, well, it would have to be put into the hand, but technically Magician Souls can send Imseti, although I don't think that's necessarily useful, right? You technically can send it though. And I guess that's fine. Doesn't really do a whole lot for you though. Dark Magician's Horus sounds pretty awful to an extent. I mean, I guess Dark Magician could clog up your hand, and this can put it into the graveyard with some like semi-useful cards, but alright. Let's see. So, step 1, we need to search walls of the Imperial Tomb. Step 2, we can, I guess, add Imseti to our hand, and then we activate King Sarcophagus, we draw a card back, we can then draw Motif here, and then Hoppy, so that would be sending 2 more, so we send either 2 or 3 cards from hand, and we get one of them back off of Imseti, so our combo, whatever our combo is, regardless, you know, it has to be, let's see, 1, 2, like what, 2 cards? And you can only special summon once per turn this way, meaning you can special summon them other ways. So if we were to be playing a pen deck, we could technically pen these guys out, right? Assuming our scales are high enough. In penned magicians, though, I think the scales are like 3 or 2, and then like I believe it's 8. So pending with that, yeah, I don't think so. And even with Super Heavy Samurai, it's also P.U.N.K is scale 8, I believe. Good check, but I'll just assume it is for the time being. So if we need to send 3 cards, like that's essentially going to be more or less our entire hand, unless we add some cards back. If we have Electromite, maybe we can get some cards back, you know, potentially. But aside from like Electromite draw plus the effect to add back with Astrograph, not a whole lot to do with King Sark here, but okay. Imseti, Glory of Horus, and then we have this. These are both spells, so if we are playing Pend, this is pretty clever actually. What we can actually do here is we can make Selene do summon back a spellcaster, and this is 2 out of 3 of the spells we need for Selene effect. So that's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Well, if we add Imseti, I think that's probably the best option off of Imperial Tomb. Should be fine. Can't really send Imperial Tomb, and all of these cards essentially have no effects, aside from like Imseti being able to search you like King Sarcophagus and draw you a card. These guys might as well all read, they might as well all just read Special Summon from the graveyard if you control King Sarcophagus, and all of these, like, all of this card text, it might as well not exist, honestly. It doesn't really do anything. So, And what is the payoff? Assuming I go through all these hurdles here. So we can, I guess, like, make some rank 8 cards. No real point in using these guys as link fodder, I don't think. So we can use these guys to make, like, Ingirsu, Neo Galaxy, Eyes Prime, Photon Dragon, O Harbinger, Gigan Trainer, Gimmick Puppet of Leo, like all these rank 8 guys. Oh, I guess there's the Zombie Vampire and Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord as well, but this is just what's the word I'm looking for? What casuals would do. Yikes. Damn. Making rank 8s with Horus? Well, I have a better idea. How about instead we just say, nah, I'd win. Arrival, Cybersat Ignister. Yup, that's where this is going. So, I mean, these guys, we have like 4 attributes, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just make like, I don't know, something like a Hita, or yeah, some kind of like fire attribute monster. Make a rival, call it a day, a fire link 2, and then we have 5,000 attack damage towers, or 500 or 5,000 attack towers. Very epic indeed. So yeah, do we need anything else? Probably not. And then once returned, you target one other monster on the field, destroy it, and if you do, this summons a dark Ignister token. So, yeah, the only thing I can really see to do with Horus is to either make a rival, or you make rank 8s, just try to spam rank 8s. Well, these are for sure options, I suppose. Like, aside from this, like, being able to search another field spell somehow, like, if we want to search Walls of the Imperial Tomb, that's fine, right? Yeah. Okay. So, discard 1 card, draw a card. So if we add this from our combo, let's see. If we do a 2-card combo to add this, that puts our hand cards to 4, discard 1, and then, okay, this is somewhat reasonable to do as an arrival combo. Or like just putting out like a couple of rank 8s on your end board. I suppose if we do hard open Imseti though, there is the benefit that we can play around Nib with these guys, because there is a rank 8 that is just a monster negate, so you know, that's just send 2 cards, so it costs 2 hand cards, which kinda sucks to a certain extent. And also, how good is this against Maxx C? Not very. Takes away like a lot of your hand cards, yeah. And oh yeah, these are ignition summons, so you can kind of play around Maxx C a little bit, so you can at least end on essentially a Blue Eyes. So that's a thing, I guess. So maybe if your opponent doesn't play around Gamma, it might be worth trying to Gamma your opponent. Speak of which, wait a second, what attribute are we looking at? Damn, they all have the wrong attributes for me to link off just the driver or something. We're at 5 attributes with Gamma. Need 1 more. Even if we make us Excel, that we're still 1 short, right? Because these guys are both wins. Unless we link them off. Or we can XYZ summon for the zombie vampire and try our luck. Potentially, there is that idea, I suppose. We could really try to play around Maxx C with this, but pretty weird. This requires our opponent to be able to read. If our opponent just doesn't realize this is an inherent summon, because no colon, right? Then they might not actually Maxx C. Wow. I don't really think a lot of people are going to be playing Horus either, so how are people going to learn when to Maxx C so I can abuse Gamma? Wow. Another reason why Horus sucks. Oh, okay. But if we can make some rank 8s, I guess. Making the zombie vampire, it could potentially mill you a starter or nothing. So, pretty iffy on that one, honestly. It's just like, but why? So, I guess like the safest play we have is making like Hope Harbinger and then Galaxy's Eye Photon Lord. Probably. Well, what's pretty interesting is if we have Hope Harbinger though in attack position, our opponent shouldn't be able to easily Zeus us because we can redirect the attack to Hope Harbinger. So that's cool, at the very least, right? Yes. So that will be pretty swell. We could make Ningirsu for no real reason. And this actually requires 3 level 8 monsters, so we can't make Giant Trainer. Optionally, though, there is like Gigantic Champion Sargus, which we could make. And then we could add like, real quick, check if these guys have any good type. Nope. No real synergy with Therion here. We can't even add like Lily Borea or anything. I guess since these guys don't require your normal summon, we could maybe play with P.U.N.K or something. There's the idea as well. Is there a generic link too that is just fire? Yes, there is. Just what's its name? Warrior. It's like a warrior fire link too. Whatever it's called. Flame Swordsman, I think. Oh yeah, Flame Swordsman link too, right? So Flame Swordsman, this one, Ferocious Flame Swordsman. We could technically make this and then Arrival in our P.U.N.K deck, and these guys, interestingly enough, are level 8, so we could use these guys with like Sharakusai potentially. And yeah, what I'm probably going to just be looking at passing on is just 2 big assholes, honestly. So if we do Psychic and Punisher plus Arrival, that'll probably be more than enough, right? So the primary issue is just getting to the field spell now, which there is one way we can do it. Okay, so Jam Extreme Session, put in this, at least one of those, I guess, and then we'll go these, this, and then okay. Now we just have to figure out how. So if we start Xiamen, normal summon Xiamen, add Foxy, Sharakusai, grab Sharakusai effect, then we can special summon Rising Carp effect, summon Deer Note, and then we can summon Wagon, I guess. And if we do summon Wagon here, Wagon grabs the field spell. So we'll probably end up doing that. And we can actually go Jam Dragon Drive here to activate the field spell, right? And also to add Madame Spider. Yeah, that's fine. Then we want to special summon back a guy, right? And that only gets us XYZ 8, so that's not quite right. So what we're actually supposed to do is we can't make the Jam Dragon Drive here, actually. Instead of Jam Dragon Drive to add Madame Spider, we are supposed to here, I believe, instead summon Diablantis or Maxx Sigma, and then we can make Crystal Wing, right? And then we should be able to set Extreme Session to trigger it. And then if we have like an extra P.U.N.K body, we might be able to do some comboing. That seems to be about it, really. But yeah, if we have a P.U.N.K in hand, we can summon it. If we have a Horus in hand, we could also technically summon it, even if we don't fully get into the King's Sark, I think, right? Can we? No, we can't. Because Ancient Fairy Dragon doesn't really help us out with this. Yeah. But okay, basic idea is to make Ancient Fairy Dragon to pop Extreme Session, and then we can grab walls of the Imperial Tomb to grab Mseti, and then we can summon these guys. And on our field should be Tzolk'in alongside the Ancient Fairy Dragon, which we can just link off. And that will be at least a rival, so this is just a 1-card Arrival combo. Huh. Well, that works. And if we do open like Jam Extreme Session though, if we just have a 2-card combo instead, We can do Wagon and Madame Spider as well to grab also Nashiwari Surprise and Jewelry Punk Dangerous Gabu. And we can potentially also, assuming like we use any of these threes, we can summon them with the Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is level 7, to then make like a Baron, right? There's that idea as well. We also have the idea to just make Sidekick and Punisher right away. So there's that option as well. And we can sit on 2 towers, or we can sit on like a towers with like access to probably like Amazing Dragon here to compulse like a more billion. So that's actually fairly playable somehow. And I guess we'll finish off the main deck at least to see what it would look like. So Emergency Teleport, called by Ash Blossom, and also Imperm, I guess. So we have a lot of main deck space left still at this point in time, which is pretty nice to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I were to want to open one of these guys in hand, who would it be? The extra guy in hand. So Sharakusai, I do want to summon. Like always, always. Wagon. Yeah, I think we always want to summon Wagon as well. But if we summon Madame Spider, it doesn't matter which one. Like, if we open just any of these guys in hand as well, so that works. So Ogre Dance plus this. So like Ogre Dance, Xiamen, that works. Trade in, I don't really want to play, honestly, but like trade in makes sense because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have like 10 different guys that we could potentially send off of a trade in, but trade in's like just honestly kind of a trash card. Honestly, the best thing you could probably play with like Horus is just Orcust. Yeah, I don't see anything else like kind of worth playing, but also these guys still clog up your hand like royally, so still not the best. But hey, actually, can we just put in a small Orcust package? Like really minimal, so as minimal as possible, but we still keep all of the key guys. And then we do, well, how many can we actually send? Let's think. So if we send either Orcust or Harpour, it's about the same. And then we effect summon Girsu. Girsu will send World Wand. Wand, or it could technically also send Symbol Skeleton. Effect to special summon back the guy in the graveyard. It'll banish itself though. I'm not sure if that's problematic or not. Depends how many Orcust cards we're running, I suppose. But if we do World Wand, we can reset like Nightmare. And that's fine. Then we can link to and just grab Orcust Crescendo. And then that would be, yeah, that would be fine. So let's just do a sample hand real quick. So I didn't finish off the extra deck properly, but okay. This hand is obviously bricked, but let's see if we get a better hand. Okay, this hand should work. So we normal summon Xiamen, grab Foxy Tune. Foxy Tune will send our copy of Harpour to summon Charakusai, and we can special summon these guys for more like link fodder, I guess, technically. I don't really feel like running the Orcust field spell right now, but technically we could run it. I don't think it's problematic. And we can always grab it back later, but okay. So send Harpour, okay. And then we grab Sharakusai, Sharakusai effect. We'll special summon Rising, Rising summons Noah Punk, Deer Note, and then we'll summon Wagon, add the field spell. And then here we'll make the Atlantis or Geomorphic Sigma or whatever. Okay. We don't get any draws here this time around because of what we happen to open. But we can activate Harp to summon Girsu whenever. Okay. And then uh, we'll do the thing with Tzolk'in, set the field spell, summon the guy, pop the field spell, and then we'll Imseti, probably to just discarding Damatef, drawing 1, and also adding King's Arc, and then we can send Orcust Symbol Skeleton as well. And would we still have a guy in deck? 1, 2, 3. Add Imseti. We already sent this guy. So this is actually the last guy, right? So those two send one guy, and then yeah. Maybe we could have been able to summon that, so shouldn't be that either. Okay, so Ogre Dance. We have an Ogre Dance here, so we can Ogre Dance to search Madame Spider, special summon Spider effect to grab Gabu. We don't get a draw off this because we already popped the field spell for this one. Actually, wait, this places 1 card from your hand on the bottom of the deck for this effect. Oh. Wait, we would have 1 less card. No, this field spell is worse than I thought. Why doesn't it just do a raw add? Well. This is worse than just using the Pendulum Magicians then. I mean, the combo still functions like mostly the same. So we got that going, I guess, at least. And then I think from here we can still make like a rifle, and then not so sure about Psychic and Punisher, I think. Can we? Oh, actually, Arrival is a dark monster as well, so we can use the Orcust cards for this. So if we just use the Dark Horus 8 using the Imseti, yeah, I think it might be possible to make Psychic and Arrival here. Or maybe we can just like make a Baron and stuff, but Inboard seems like fine. You're not going to be able to play going second with this, so of course there's that other issue where, you know, this doesn't look like it's that great to play going second because your cards literally do nothing and you're making yourself go so negative to resolve King Sarcophagus. Well, damn, I don't even feel like finishing the extra deck now. Well, unless I'm missing something. Well, pain. If we have Galatea and stuff, though, I guess we also have the idea of ending on the Crescendo Omni as well, so at the very least, we could make 2 Omni Negates plus like a Monster Negate with that hand, so that is something. Not that great, but maybe we can come up with something else in the future. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.